Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Terragaze here, and I wanted to bring you a video on Magic the Gathering. So I'm kind of just trying the pools here and seeing what you guys like, what you want to hear from me with my voice and whatnot. And maybe I can combinate things ways I guess some other people might not. But anyways, I'm bringing you a deck list here today. I'm gonna play a few games with you. So I'm basically gonna start maybe opening a series with I'll show a deck list, and then I'll play like 2 games of it, and then whatever they are, if I win them or lose them, I'll still post them. But just to give you guys kind of like a thing, just kind of feel for it. And then after we do that, we can go ahead and move on, and then I'll just keep doing it, and then we'll just talk about it, discuss the deck list, just to casuals, because I am a filthy casual. No, but other than that, I guess we can go ahead and start the video. Also, anybody who plays a red deck has a micro penis. Right, so what I got here is a Death and Taxes deck, and we're going to go ahead and try this, I guess, in Ranked, and I'm probably going to lose a whole bunch of times, but it's very budget, because like I said, I really don't have anything to expend right now. I've got like 0 common, 0 uncommon, 0 rare, 0 mythic rare, classic strategy. So we're going to go ahead and just go off the deck list real quick. So basically the objective of this deck that I'm making here is I kind of want to try and make it where my opponent, if they want to do anything, they have to pay for it, like be it their mana or their health directly. That's kind of the goal. We're going to be using kind of the Orzhov engine here, so I want to bump this up to 2 as soon as I can, or maybe even 3. But first, we have a Deafening Silence in here. This is fantastic, especially against blue players. You play this out turn 1 against blue players, and they will most likely just quit. It's kind of funny. They will just straight up quit if they don't have removal for it. I've got 4 Haunted Witnesses, because this deck is still going to revolve around pinging and sacrificing. I've got 1 Duress, 1 Vicious Rumor to just kind of attack the hand a little bit. But this is great because whenever he dies, he comes back with a 1/1 with lifelink, which is really nice. That's going to trigger some of my enchantments we'll get to in a little bit, like Donna Hope, for example. Donna Hope is great with Haunted Witness and anything else that really has Afterlife. We're going to go ahead and run this. This is going to be a huge draw engine for our deck, just because our deck's going to need some draws. And also I can create, lifelink creatures if I just happen to have the spare mana and nothing on board. I want to bump this up to 4 as soon as I can, but I'm just slowly saving up to do it, really. But we got 1 Tithe Taker in here because he's pretty good. He just kind of taxes your opponent, makes them pay to do abilities. They have to pay 1 more. So it basically makes everything cost a little bit. It's good for stopping like some Riot and Rush decks sometimes, which is pretty good. Like if I get them out turn 2, it's pretty easy peasy. It just puts a lot of tax extra. They have to either remove it, which it has Afterlife anyways, and they have to burn mana for that turn removing it, or they just keep it on board and they have to wait another turn anyways, which is great. 4 Orzhov Enforcers. This guy is so underappreciated. He's Afterlife and he's got Death Touch. He's great. I run 4 of him. He's just a great, just there to be a wall, and if they kill him, cool, it comes back with Afterlife. Priest of Forgotten Gods, great combination in this deck. You can play her out if she stays on board. You can start sacking all the people on your field that has like Afterlife, and then combined with Cruel, if you have Cruel Celebrant and stuff like that, you just start just ripping them apart from the outside, because she'll trigger on all the death touches. You'll get to do 2 damages from her. You'll also get to draw a card and add 2 death to your thing just for free. Consume and Consecrate are 2 great, like honestly, really good spells. We've got 2 Forbidding Spirits. I actually just added this guy in here, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Basically, if they want to attack, creatures can attack your Planeswalker, they draw unless they pay 2 for each of those creatures, which is pretty good, especially for rushing decks. It absolutely just turns them into mush. So that's great. We've got Ministrant, Afterlife, simple as that, Afterlife 2 specifically. Plague Crafter is awesome, sacking your own creatures, doesn't matter. They have, you can either sack him, but I don't really play from the grave, so I try not to. Like normally just sack like, stuff that I don't use, like Hunted Witnesses or something, like, or maybe the Orzhov Enforcer if I don't really need the Death Touch anymore, which is great. Mortify, I don't really have to say anything about that. Mortify is just for free clear. Ill-Gotten Inheritance is going to make you deal damage every time it's your turn. So they do damage. Revenge of the Ravens, awesome. So I want to get this up to 2 as well. But anytime they attack, they have to lose 1 life to declare an attack, which is great. Spawn of Mayhem's just for pingers. We both take damage. And he starts getting stronger if we both start getting low, which doesn't really happen because in this deck you just gain so much health. Doom Foretold is pretty simple. Every turn they have to sack something, I have to sack something. I have Afterlife. Hopefully, if I'm not going against another deck that swarms, like eventually they're going to run out of options, and if they do, they're going to lose 2 life. I'm going to get the draw a card. I'm going to gain 2 life and create a 2/2 white knight creature with Vigilance, and then I can sacrifice Storm Foretold. And like also, if I don't have something I don't want to sacrifice, I can always just sacrifice Doom Foretold, and it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I won't get its pop off, but it's fine. You could just get rid of it. Kaya's Wrath, come on, destroys the whole board. Of course, I gain health. It's good, especially in combination with, like, I've literally killed people with having like 1 or 2 of these out on board and like a swarm and just deleting the field, and it just does so much damage. Safra of the Scales. Sorry, I butchered that. She's pretty great. She's flying. You can give her Vigilance and Death Touch. And she just has Afterlife too, which is awesome. I definitely want to get her up at some point. I just don't have the utensil to. She needs to go up too. Honestly, to probably like 3 or 4 because she's just what makes this deck tick. Teza Karlov. She basically makes any of these like things that happen whenever they die, like Afterlife or stuff like that, or the damages, like stuff like this, Cruel Combatant. She makes them all like trigger twice, which is great, so you can just either kill people super quickly, or Obnixis is fantastic in this deck because you can sack your own creatures, draw a card, deal damage, summon Afterlife, and does damage to them whenever they draw a card. Or you can sometimes kill them if you just make them draw 2 cards. You're going to slap them for 3 damage and you're going to have to kill them right there, which is great. Liliana's also awesome in this power because it's a little bit more draw power. Both these really gives draw power. That's all it is to kind of help out thing. And plus she's really good because I can sack 2 on my side. It doesn't matter, they get Afterlife, sack 2 on their side. Then I also get the draw cards and I get like 0 minus to my field because I get Afterlife back anyways. This runs 8 plains, 9 swamps, 1 goddess statue, and 4 I guess scored barons. So we're gonna go ahead and run this into a match and see what we can do. Alright, a blue deck. Hopefully I get Deafening Silence off rip. That would be pretty ideal. Although his hand's okay though, to be honest. I'm gonna keep this hand. I kind of like where it's at, just because I get the forebang. This guy's pretty nice. Well, I guess he's not really gonna be attacking. I would have preferred Tithe Taker, but if he happens to be the flying alternate of this deck, we'll see. But just want to be my turn. Throw some of this, get some free health. Why not? It's free. And I'm not going to be using any, I don't have any 1-drops, so I don't even need to play the plains, really. Play the plains here, just so I get the Orzhov out. So it's actually not a blue deck. I was expecting, every time I see Jace, I just auto-inherit, like a blue deck just comes across my mind. So it says whenever you cast an adventure, instant, or sorcery, copy it, you may choose those targets for a new. Ooh, that's disgusting. Just go ahead and get some freebie damage, I suppose. 1s aren't nothing, but they stack up through a game. So I wonder how he's gonna do this. He might have murder, he can probably cast it on a new target or something weird. I'm not even sure. So maybe we can give him a target. Sum out this guy. See if he'll let it go off. It's got Afterlife too. And we'll see how this goes. Hoping I'll draw a land so I can get inheritance rolling, because the sooner inheritance happens, the better. It gets kind of annoying. It also gives me a target they normally have to burn to kill, or else it just kind of gets annoying. So, Interesting. Also interesting on my draw. So I'm gonna bring out this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and swing into this guy. And this is not supposed to be a beatdown deck, but apparently that's what it's turning into. I'm waiting for this guy to pop off because this is really, really annoying, because he can probably murder and just blow up my entire field with 1 murder. Oh, there we go, just like that. Oof, oof. But that does mean he's going to take 4 damage though, right? Nice. Pick your poison, my dude. It's an artifact. What have I? That might make him quit, to be honest. Let's take a peek in his hand real quick. I'm curious. So he's got another one of those. I know you can't use that. He's got giant. Search your library for a basic land vamp, put it out in the field. Whenever you cast a key to this adventure, has adventure, draw a card. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, not much we can do about that. Could draw a card, but I really don't want to. I don't really play from my graveyard though, except from. No, that doesn't even play from the graveyard. We'll go ahead and swing. This is a pinger deck, so I'm hoping at the end of all this, I'll still be able to ping them down slowly. Like if I get just, I have 2 ill-gottens in my hand, so if I can just draw 1 more land in this deck, which I should be able to. I mean, this deck is like 26 lands, so I feel like I should be able to. Guess we're gonna probably return the favor to this guy. And oh, has he not used that one yet? Oof. So he had a second one in his hand this whole time. Interesting. Okay. Oh, he's gonna attack. Oh no, he's not gonna attack. It's my turn. Oof, that's not what I want. We're just gonna go ahead and sack him, I suppose. Yeah, we can do that. Cool. And force him to play into it. I just need 1 more land is what I need. Then I can also cast this as well, which will help me later on. Now I'm just going to start swinging into him, I suppose. Ooh, he took the 2 damage to play that. That's actually very interesting. It's an interesting decision. So what he's got in his hand, he could play out Edge Wall. Oh, yep, that's what he's doing. Playing into some Edge Walls. Does he have another one he wants to run out? His hand's pretty dry, to be totally honest. This is actually the only really good part that's going in. If he can summon something that makes him draw or something, it can get pretty crazy. There he goes, gonna blow up. Doesn't that almost kill him? Does it leave me with a flying when he does this? Because that ain't good. Okay, no, he's gonna blow up. No, okay. Chooses not to. Perfect. So I guess we're just gonna kind of win this with. I guess we'll throw out an inheritance. This might make him quit, to be honest. But we'll go ahead and just swing into him. And then unless he destroys that enchantment, he's going to die next turn. And this was an easy peasy game. And turn into a beatdown. I don't really like this one. We're going to play another one after this because I want to see what's happening. This is pretty cool, though. I like this idea. If you can top deck 2 or 3 or 4 of these, that could be pretty annoying. Especially with adventure cards. Ew. He's got land. Maybe he can destroy something or something. They come out on the battlefield. Nice. They're not even tapped when they come out. That's really good. That's a great way to vamp up real quick. Or ramp up, sorry. He's just playing it all. I feel it. Not bad, not bad.
Nope.
Nope, there it goes. Good game, good game. That was a fun one. We'll look forward to see what that deck could have done, in full gear. Ooh, very nice. I love this guy. I want to get his character, actually, because he's cooler than the Transmissive guy. Interesting. Yeah, okay, we can rock with this. I just need to get 1 more land, though. But yeah, we'll see what we can do with this. So first things first. I should probably pay 2 life to bring it out. So I can start. Yeah, we'll do it. There we go. Get out a Hunted Witness, sorry. Real quick as I draw into other things. We'll go ahead. Play him for now. I guess I could have played a Swamp into that. It would have been much more effective. I don't know what dredged that health into me for some reason, but okay. Oh, this is what it was. Oh, this is going to be a rush deck. This might actually fist me for real. I've seen this deck pop off, and it's actually horrifying. We're going to see if we can't manage this. Whenever you cast an instant source your field, does 1 damage to each opponent. Nice. Oh, can't block us all. Oof. Getting quite spooky. We're gonna start having to hit him for a little bit more. And we're going to, he's got a 2-4 defender now. But I do have Tazlov on board. So we'll go ahead and swing with him because I know he won't want to block this. Yup. So we'll see what options he wants to do here. So, let's see, your opponent deals 4 damage to him. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards. I'm gonna decline that, and you can. What the heck? Last time I had take action, and it didn't let me do it before, but this time I hit decline, and it didn't let me. I don't know. I don't get those cards that say just take action. That's whatever. He's swinging with this guy. He wants me to defend, so I'm actually just gonna defend with this guy. I don't really mind him dying because I get 2 Haunted Witnesses now. Nice, nice. Yeah, we're actually gonna consume on his turn. Because we're gonna get rid of this guy because this guy can be real annoying. And we'll swing with this. Might as well get my lifesteal off. Why not? Nice. So we'll see what he can go into. He might have like not Mortal Coil, but Lava Coil, which could be a big issue for me if he deletes maybe this guy or my Karlov. Or Chandra's Fire. That's also a phenomenal option. So I'm just gonna swing into him with this because he's gonna have to block it or just eat it. Either one's fine. Nice. I'm okay with getting rid of a Chandra's Fire because like that card gets just absolutely wonky. So I'm hoping he doesn't have another one or I'm gonna be quite screwed. Oh no, there's the combo. So I'm gonna take what, 3, 6? A lot of damage. Oof. This guy does 1/1, which is kind of lame. I actually want more blocker, more damages that go overhead, so we'll go ahead and do. So give me 4. Oh, nice. Very nice. So we're gonna go ahead and just swing into this guy, and he can't stop it. And good game. I appreciate the game, Ios. And that's that. So that's kind of, you kind of see it. I guess it's not as shaping as well. I'll probably get another game and see if I can't get like some good example of this game. But other than that, that's what it is. I'll go ahead and come together with you guys with some new fun deck builds. I think this is always fun because it's just super fun, like taxing the enemy. I feel like, you know, I always enjoy. Like when this deck is going like absolutely perfect, it's super funny because like you have Crow, or you have a Revenge of Ravens on board. You have Ill-Gotten Inheritance. You'll have basically the one where they draw basically like, you know, like Orb Nixus or someone on board. So like anytime they do any action, they like play a creature, they take a damage. They kill one of my creatures, they take a damage. They draw a card, they take a damage. If my turn starts, they take a damage. They try to attack me, they take a damage. It's super fun. I just call it Death and Taxes. I don't know if it's a common name or not, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, this deck list will be pretty cool. I'll put it down in the description. If you guys like what you saw, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Sound off in the comments if you have any deck lists you'd like to personally give me to let me try and rerun a few games with. I will try my best to make them. I don't have unlimited funds, but we're getting there. But other than that, I am Terragaze, and you guys are my beautiful fields that I'm trying to grow. How I do want to talk about, you know, maybe something a little bit more down to earth here, but I want you guys to all know that you guys mean something. You guys are always important and valued. Don't let someone else's negative attitude affect you, because it's just not worth it. And you guys are much more important than that. But other than that, take it easy. Bye. Those doors, I'm a fool for your love.